Yo guys, I'm setting myself up outside for this video because I'm going to do something totally different to what I've usually done in my travel episodes. So stick around, hope you like it. Hey, my name's Evan. It's been 9 weeks since I left behind everything I knew. I left behind my friends, my family, my high-rise apartment, my cushy job with seniority, and I've been living full-time on the road, building a business ever since. In that time, I've taken 11 flights, 3 intercity high-speed trains, and a 3 a.m. Uber when there were no buses left for the night. But that's a story for another day. Overall, it's looked a little bit like this. There's been a load of highlights, like living in a founder house surrounded by millionaires who literally changed the way that I viewed the world, like seeing beautiful beaches and world-famous tourist attractions and getting to immerse myself in other cultures, like launching a new part of Other Fun Days called the Founder Sports Club, which has been off to a great start since launching. But it's not just a highlight reel. There have been a lot of lows and downs on the journey as well, like getting food poisoning, like 30-hour transits where I have to sleep on the floor, like feeling overwhelmed in cities full of millions and millions of people where I just crave my own solitude and my own space, like feeling wiped out emotionally and physically, like being stuck in heat waves and typhoons, and a week of being sick as well as the cherry on top. And along the way, there's been a whole lot of learnings and self-discovery moments and new realizations of what life on the road as a full-time entrepreneur is really like. And spoiler, it's not what I thought it would be. Usually my episodes are all vlog style, showing the day-to-day of life on the road, building a business, and the places I'm seeing and the things I'm learning and the new updates we're making to the brand. But this video, I want to do a little bit differently. Today, I'm shaking things up, and this video is all about giving you as much value and as much knowledge as I can based on what I've found most important over the last few days. But why am I doing it? It's really because this week, after 2 months of fast-paced travel, I was done. I needed a break, I needed to slow down, I needed time to reflect and time to recharge. So I've just touched down here in French Canada, in Montreal, and I've spent some time reflecting on the 3 weeks that I just spent in Japan, across Tokyo, Kyoto and Osaka. And as you would have seen in my Kyoto video, which if you haven't seen, I'll put it somewhere around here so you can go check it out. The Japanese culture is very unique, and there are a lot of really amazing concepts and principles that are embedded in that culture that are designed to live an optimal life. So that's what I've been diving deep into, is what parts of that Japanese culture can I take and implement into my own day-to-day to live a more fulfilled, happy, joyful life. And that's what I'm going to share today. So with that in mind, here are 5 Japanese concepts that we can all implement today to improve the overall quality of our lives. Number 1 is Ikigai. You may probably have already heard of this one. It's relatively simple. Ikigai is essentially your purpose. It's the reason why you get out of bed every morning. And in Japanese culture, it's based on 4 distinct criteria. Number 1, do what you love. Number 2, do what you're good at. Number 3, do what the world needs. And number 4, do what you can be paid for. All combined, that effectively becomes your Ikigai, or your North Star. I'm just going to close this window so the flies don't get in. Number 2 is called Hara Hachibu. And this effectively means that you need to stop eating when you're 80% full, because that last 20% is what makes your mind and your body lethargic. So if we stop before we get to that stage, that means we have more sustained energy for the rest of the day. And with more energy, we can do so many more things. Principle number 3, and I absolutely love this one. This one is called Wabi Sabi. And it effectively means, instead of dreaming for perfectionism, try to find the beauty in the imperfections in life. And I think that is so powerful, because we're always aiming to get better for the next thing, at the expense often of appreciating what we have now. Next up is Japanese concept number 4, which is called Kaizen. And this one refers to getting 1% better every single day. You don't have to revolutionize yourself overnight. You don't have to shed your old self and be reborn into a new version. If you can just improve one thing every day, do ordinary things for extraordinary periods of time, those effects will compound, and you'll look back on yourself in months, years to come and be amazed at the progress you've made. It's very similar to what James Clear speaks about in Atomic Habits, which is if you get 1% better every day, then over the course of the year through compounding, you'll be 37 times better in 12 months time. So focusing on small, meaningful changes rather than taking big swings. And last but not least, concept number 5 is called Shinrin Yoku. Shinrin literally translates to forest and Yoku translates to bath or bathe. And combined, the message behind this principle is spend more time in nature, spend more time amongst the trees, amongst the leaves, amongst the green. That's why I decided to do this outside rather than inside. And I can't speak for you watching this, but I know for myself, whenever I get out and spend some time walking around a park or hanging out at the beach, it helps me to reset, especially living in a big city most of my life where things are always go, go, go. Nature can be that space to calm down and recharge. And that's it. So those are 5 concepts from Japanese culture that I've come across that really hit home and things that I want to implement in my day-to-day. And if you've made it this far in the video, then hopefully you enjoyed those concepts too. And I hope that one of them can spark an idea in your life that can help you get a little bit closer to the life that you want to live, a little bit closer to that dream outcome, or just a way to appreciate and get some perspective on things. So leave a comment below which of the 5 you think is most important for you, or if you have another concept that I haven't covered in this video, I'd love to hear that as well. So that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see more of the day-to-day travel and getting on planes and sleeping at airports and that kind of thing, then you can go watch some of the older videos. Today was just about me and you having a chat and sharing some insights into what I'm thinking about these days. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.